Hey 6-1, you are the bright light, and so you are ready for your second assignment, which is very similar to your first. You need to make sure that you have a graphic organizer, and you're going to, again, fill in the top where the header +1 title is with Comets, Asteroids, and Meteors, Cornell. And remember, in that empty rectangle, you are going to write develop and use a model to describe the role of gravity in the motions within galaxies and the solar system. Your essential question for this video are: what are the characteristics of comets, and where are the most asteroids found? What are meteoroids and how do they form? And I think you should also know that in class we've talked about meteors, meteoroids, and meteorites. So here we go. Don't forget, you can pause whenever you need to so that you can write things down. Again, on the back side, true or false. And again, you may not have any background knowledge on this, so it's okay to just guess, and then after you've gone through the video, then you can come back and hopefully answer these questions correctly. So number 9, for a very short time, streaks of light can be seen in the sky and are often called shooting stars, which are actually asteroids. And it says to explain, but you don't have to right now. I just want you to answer, do you think that's true or false? And notice that asteroids is underlined, so that would be the key vocabulary word. Do you think that shooting stars are called asteroids? Question 10. Comets are small, solid, rocky bodies that come in different sizes. Most move between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. True or false? Again, don't worry about the explain. And you are focusing on the word comets because that is the underlined word. So is that word in that sentence true or false? Okay, you're going to flip back over, and now you're going to take some notes and fill in the blank. So what are comets? Comets are loose collections of ice, dust, and small rocky particles whose orbits are usually very long, narrow ellipse orbiting the sun. The fuzzy spot or streak visible in the night sky is called a coma. The cloud of material is made by a small icy object. Here's a picture of an asteroid. Asteroids are small bodies which are solid and rocky, visible in the night sky. In the sky. They come in different sizes. The largest have a strong gravity. This pulls them into round shapes, but most have a weak gravity, and their shapes are not smooth. More about asteroids. Asteroids move in paths by orbiting the sun. Most move between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. This huge area is called the asteroid belt. And it just looks like a whole bunch of rocks, like you see in the picture here, forming an ellipse. That's that circular path that revolves around the sun. You can check it out on the poster in class. A meteor. Meteors are made up of rock. Earth is always running into these space particles as it orbits the sun at 100,000 kilometers per hour, which is actually 70,000 miles per hour. Space particles come in at high speeds and get very hot, causing the particles to glow. More about meteors. For a very short time, streaks of light can be seen in the sky and are often called shooting stars. They usually burn up in the Earth's atmosphere. Sometimes, Earth passes through orbiting particles left by a comet. This causes a meteor shower. A meteorite. Meteorite is a space object reaching Earth's surface. So when a meteor actually lands on Earth, then we called it a meteorite. Its mass is too large for it to burn up in the Earth's atmosphere. Most meteorites come from the asteroid belt. Meteoroid. A meteoroid is a small rocky or metal body traveling in outer space. Here's a fun fact. Halley's Comet is one of the most famous comets. It was named after Edmund Halley, who calculated its 76-year orbit. The nucleus is elliptical and measures 10 by 5 by 5 miles. So can you imagine 10 miles by 5 miles by 5 miles? That's pretty big. All right, so you should remember that on the back side there's a place for you to write your answers for a quiz. Question 1. Which of the following orbits the Sun in a very narrow ellipse? A. Comet, B. Asteroid, C. Meteor, or D. Meteorite? Feel free to pause so that you can flip your paper over before I give you the answer. And make sure you write your answer down. The correct answer is asteroid. Question 2. What do you call a space object which has reached Earth's surface? A. Comet, B. Asteroid, C. Meteor, or D. Meteorite? And the correct answer is D. Meteorite. 3. Which space object gets referred to as a shooting star? A. Comet, B. Asteroid, C. Meteor, D. Meteorite? The correct answer is C. Meteor. So we call them meteor showers or shooting stars. 4. Which space object has a coma? A. Comet, B. Asteroid, C. Meteor, or D. Meteorite? The correct answer is A. Comet. It's that tail that is the coma. And question 5. Which space object can become large enough to have enough gravity to make itself round? A. Comet, B. Asteroid, C. Meteor, or D. Meteorite? And the correct answer is B. Asteroid. All right, we're going to go back up above that to your true-false questions. So, again, 9. For a very short time, streaks of light can be seen in the sky and are often called shooting stars, which are actually asteroids. So is this true or false? And again, if you don't remember, go back and look. The answer is false. Meteors are referred to as shooting stars. Sorry. Meteors are referred to as shooting stars, but are not actually stars. 10. Comets are small, solid... Well, that wasn't good. True or false? Comets are small, solid, rocky bodies that come in different sizes. Most move between the orbit of Mars and Jupiter. And this is false. The correct answer is asteroids. It's the asteroid belt that is between Mars and Jupiter. And asteroids are small, solid, rocky bodies. Alright, go back to the flip side and to the front side where you did the fill in the blanks, and at the bottom it's time for you to write your summary. And we're going to focus on those 3 questions that I asked at the beginning. What are the characteristics of comets? Your sentence starter is comets are characterized by, and again, you're going to describe what comets are. The second question, which will lead you into at least your second sentence, where are most asteroids found? So you can start by saying asteroids are mostly found, and then you need to tell me the location. And it should be on your paper. So there's your second sentence at least. And your third sentence, what are meteoroids and how do they form? So you can start by meteoroids are, and then describe them, and are found, and tell me where they're found. Okay. Once you are finished, you are going to take a picture and submit this paper under graphic organizer number 2.